Hi guys, my name is Lucia and welcome to my November Shop My Stash. I cannot believe it's already November. If you have missed any video in this series where I shop my stash, I will link my playlist down below. I also wanted to say sorry that the uploads have been less frequent than I would like. School is a lot right now. I am very overwhelmed and it has become hard to post twice a week, but I am doing my best and I appreciate you for being patient, and let's get into it. So as usual, I'm going to start with the eyeshadow palettes that I was using this past month, and there's actually a lot here and a lot looks different than what I pulled for last month. So first of all, the stuff that you saw me pull was the Bad Habit Aphrodite palette. This is a beautiful, beautiful palette for fall. You do have to use a glitter glue with some of these more chunky shadows, but they are amazing. This is a perfect fall palette. This is from the Shop Hush website. I definitely would recommend this. This was the only palette that I tried from that I would recommend. I hit pan on the shade Lust, and I had pulled the Coastal Scents Jungle War palette. Now, I actually did not use this. I went to use it one day, and I actually took it off my eyes and used something else. I have talked about before on my channel how this palette really inspires me. I love the color story, and I still stand by that. However, I'm not quite sure that I am the type of person that wears these colors other than if I am reviewing a palette or I want you guys to know the quality of it. So that's not to say that it doesn't inspire me, because it does, but I'm just not sure that I will use these shades. So I'm not decluttering this palette right now, but I did not use it and I am going to put it away for a while. I also didn't go back to these Trading Mecca shadows. I was using these two shadows the previous month and I just didn't grab for them. I'm not one to do the same eye look over and over and over and over again. There are certain looks that I enjoy with certain palettes. And I did pull for these two Michelou Cosmetics palettes. This one I had showed you guys. This is the Queen Bee palette, and I used the shade Throne, Honeycomb, and Royalty. This palette is nice with the shades that I like, but I don't like a lot of the shades. I like this red. I love this. This is just a beautiful, super, super unique shade. I don't really like the purples and this pink duochrome. I don't really enjoy this shade. I never really go to these shades that much, so I enjoy this for the shades that I have in it. They are very unique and I wouldn't declutter it, but I'm not sure if I would recommend it because I don't use all the shades, but I did enjoy this. And then I didn't show this, but I did end up pulling this other Michelou palette. This is the Fawn palette, and I was using the shades Sparkle Bark and Woodland Sunset. I would put Sparkle Bark on my eyes and then Woodland Sunset, and I would use some of these other shades to deepen it up. It was a beautiful look. I also love, love, love the shade Water Reflex, but I didn't use it this month. And then this will be familiar to those who saw my ColourPop and Ulta haul. I will link that down below in case you missed it, but this is the ColourPop Good Sport palette, and this is what I have been wearing on my eyes consistently for the past week. I think that's when I got it. This is also something that I'm going to be doing a separate review on, so I'm not going to be talking about it in this video. I will say that I love it and I'm loving the looks that I create, but I'm not going to go into any more detail. And so now we can go into my eyeshadow drawer and I'm going to let you know what I'm keeping and what I'm going to pull in for this month. First, I am going to be keeping the Good Sport palette in because I'm testing it out to review and I'm loving it. Perfect fall palette, so I will be keeping that in. I'm going to be putting away these palettes that I had used last month, and I think I'm going to have this out, but only for the purpose of this cream shade and this shimmery shade. I use this as a brow bone highlight, and I use this as an inner corner highlight and a brow bone highlight, and they don't have any of those in the Good Sport palette, so I will keep that just for those shades. But I think after 2 months of really using these shimmers, I probably am not going to reach for those this month. I am finally going to be testing out the Bad Habit Retro Love palette. Shop Hush sent me a ton of their palettes a long time ago. I did a whole review video on them. I will link that down below. And this is the one that I never got to test, and I've been saving it for the fall, and now it is time to use it. This is what is supposed to be a dupe for the Subculture palette. I am excited to finally get to test it out. The other palette I want to pull in is the BH Cosmetics Zodiac palette. I had this out a couple months ago, but I didn't use many of the shades, and I would really like to use this Capricorn, which is a green, as well as these more galaxy shades. I think it'll be really nice in the fall, and then It's crazy, but the next time I do my Shop My Stash, it'll be for December. Like, we're transitioning into winter month. I'm already wearing coats and scarves. Granted, I go to school up north and it's freezing, but I think when I transition to a more Christmassy palette, this will be very nice for that. I want to pull the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is the shade Light. This is a repurchase, and I have been using another concealer, but I would like to use this as well, so I am going to be pulling that. And then I think other than that, I'm all set for mascaras. I might need to open a new cleansing cloth of my makeup removers. Back to here, I have been using the Stila Glitter and Glow in Diamond Dust. This is in my project pan, not to use it up, just to use it, and I have been. Now, I was reviewing for you guys the Ofra highlighter in Pillow Talk. I have wanted to try this for so long. I talked about this in a video of makeup I wanted to try. I'm disappointed, but it's not because it's not a good highlight. It's because it's a super icy highlight, and I thought it would be more of a pinky highlight on me, and it just kind of looks icy and blinding, which isn't exactly what I like. I like to see the undertones of the highlights that I use. I honestly only use this a couple times. I am going to keep testing it out. I want to try this in the dead of winter when I am at my very palest, because I think it could work for me then. But as of right now, I'm not sure. In the long run, I'm not sure if I will keep this. Sorry if you can hear my neighbors playing the harmonica outside. You might watch this video. Hey Jackson, if you're watching. Okay, anyway. This I have been using a couple times, and I want to use it more this month. This is the JCat Beauty You Glow Girl Highlighter in 104. I've talked about this before. Obviously, I only have 3 highlighters, but I have noticed that with the Good Sport palette, this highlight looks really nice paired with the more green shadows. I wore a look with that yesterday and it was amazing. And then, you know the drill if you watch these videos, Essence Pure Nude. This is what I wear basically every day. For my blushes, I was mainly using Benefit Rockateur because I'm trying to hit pan, but something extremely exciting happened. I hit pan on the blush Tarte Exposed, which is so crazy. I had no idea I was so close to hitting pan. I have never hit pan on a full-size blush before, and I have been using this every so often just to expand the pan, and I definitely will continue to do that. So I think for this month, these 2 blushes, again, they're just my good fall blushes. My Milani blushes are kind of spring and summer blushes. So yes, that is what is happening for that drawer. For this bottom drawer, I have all month been wearing the Fenty Pro Filter foundation in the shade 150. You guys know I really enjoy this, and it's getting to the point in the, oh my gosh, I almost just said it's getting to the point in the winter. Winter hasn't even started yet. That's when you know I live somewhere cold. But it's getting to the point in the season where my skin is already freaking out. It's getting so dry. So I was using the Becca First Light priming filter with it, but I also let you guys know that I wanted to test it out with the Laura Mercier Radiance Primer, and this is definitely really nice when my skin is feeling extra dehydrated. It does make you a little bit oily throughout the day if you're not extra dehydrated. In the beginning of the month, I didn't like this with the foundation, but towards the end of the month, I really enjoyed it. So I do really like both of these primers, even though I only own 1 foundation. And then I do want to use a bit more this tinted moisturizer this month. I don't know if this is going to match me in the winter. And I also would like to figure out, so the Sephora sale is coming up. I have owned this for a year. I feel like it must be getting low. Sometimes I can see a line settling around here, but I don't know how people track this. It is not easy. Just from this being set for right now, I can already see the line is here, but for this foundation, it's hard to tell. So I would like to just keep working on this because, I don't know, I don't think I'll buy it again during the sale, but if I were to use it up, maybe, I'm not sure. But that is for that drawer. So basically, I was exclusively using the foundation. Now I just want to use everything and see what works when my skin is way more dry than usual. For this, you know, my bronzer, I have the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil and the Chocolate Soleil. Up here, I have the Hello Fab Bendy Avocado Concealer from First Aid Beauty. This was sent to me by Octoly, and I have really been enjoying this. It is a little bit on the yellow side, but it's not too yellow. I can make it work. It is more yellow than my Tarte Shape Tape. But I really do enjoy this. Compared to the Tarte Shape Tape, the Hello Fab one is medium coverage. Tarte Shape Tape is full coverage. The avocado one is not like that. Wow, I just realized you can see into the sides of this. It has half the product of the Tarte Shape Tape, but it makes it seem like I've been using it quickly. So I'm going to keep using both of these. I have never in my life used 2 concealers at one time, aside from when I first started wearing makeup, because I only ever have one. But now I have 2, and I'm going to use them both. I had been using the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes, which is my favorite mascara, and then I had pulled out the L'Oreal Voluminous mascara last month, and I did not touch it this month because I didn't like it last month, but I've been doing something a little different with my lashes. I'm gonna give it another try, but I might declutter it. And then the eyeliner is the Sex Kitten eyeliner. This is in my Project Pan. This is not that great. It drags a lot. It's not very creamy, but I do enjoy using it on my lower lash line a lot. I like that look, and I never usually have black on my lower lash line, or not my lower lash line, my waterline, there you go, because I never usually own eyeliners. So I'm not going to pull anything from this drawer. I don't want to use this blue eyeliner right now, and I've been using the Milani eyeshadow primer and the NYX glitter glue. That's what I use most days. Now, the thing that looks the most different is my lip drawer, because I got 4 ColourPop Luxe lipsticks, and I have been using these. Again, these are going to be in my review of that haul, and also I used up 1 or 2 lip products. So I am basically exclusively focusing on 3 of these shades. My most used ColourPop Luxe lipstick as of right now is the shade 27. It is a beautiful fall shade, and I have been focusing on that for the most part. Then I have the shade Scorpio Moon, and this is another really nice shade for fall, for more cooler looks. And then we have Money Moves, which is an orange for my warm toned fall looks. And those are the 3 lipsticks that I am focusing on. I do have Max Whirl, which is a nice fall shade, but I have not been reaching for it because I have new things to try. So those are the 3 things that I am focusing on. The other lip products I haven't been using as much because I purchased these for fall, and also I'm reviewing them. The other lipstick that I got, Still Crazy, is a little bit more of a spring lipstick in my opinion. It could be for fall. I might try it for fall a few times, but for the most part, those other 3 are what I'm going to be using. I was reviewing the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Crush Body Fragrance Mist from the Ockley website. This was sent to me, and this is a very, very hyped product. Let me smell it again. This is nice. It's definitely not the right season for this. This is definitely a spring and summer product, but I honestly don't know what all the hype is about. First of all, body fragrances should never be that hyped because the smell does not stay at all. You spray it and then 2 minutes later it's gone. It's basically just that initial spritz that you get the scent. It is an almond scent. It's like a fruity almond scent. It's not my absolute favorite, but I definitely will use it in the spring and summer, and I think I will enjoy it more, but I just haven't been reaching for it. I've been reaching for my deeper scents, which makes sense because it's getting cold. Alright guys, and that was everything for this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!